Welcome everybody to another WC Sports podcast. I'm Colton. How you doing, Wyatt?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. And we've got not a lot to talk about today, but we've got Thursday night football, crazy game last night, big upset, some NFL news, and we also have some NBA news. So just going to get into that. Some Cavaliers stuff. They finally got defeated. Just some NFL news. So let's get into it, Wyatt. Thursday night football was a pretty good game. In the snow, first snow game we've had all year. And the Browns upset the Steelers 24-19. Jameis Winston playing pretty well. Steelers all playing pretty well. Didn't start snowing till about the second quarter, and then it started pouring in the second half. Pouring snow, I guess you could say. But what are your thoughts on the game? A lot of big plays. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns. Jalen Warren with a touchdown.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. At the end, it couldn't have gone either way. It couldn't have been for the Steelers or the Browns. And so it was really high tension in the end. You didn't know who was going to go to depending on how they performed. And there's a lot of interceptions that happened during the game. The Steelers were able to catch quite a few of the Browns' balls, so that's really what was an issue for the Browns.
Yeah, I agree. 3 fumbles during the game, and the Steelers seemed like they were alternating quarterbacks from Russell Wilson to Justin Fields, so that was good. And any more thoughts on Nick Chubb's game, where he had 2 rushing touchdowns, and one of them was the game-winning touchdown?
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, Jameis Winston also with a good rushing touchdown. David Njoku with a disappointing game. Had a couple key catches, though. That 2-point conversion catch that set up Nick Chubb for one of the touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy with a great game. And throughout the game, looked like the Steelers were alternating quarterbacks from Russell Wilson to Justin Fields. They're switching them. I think they wanted Justin Fields for the rushing game at the end, and Russell Wilson wasn't doing much. Russell Wilson, though, came back in for a drive through that dime pass to Calvin Austin for the touchdown. So Chris Boswell, 2 field goals, missed the first one, made 2. And yeah, so crazy game there. As I said, was snowing. A lot of good plays. Myles Garrett with a great game, a bunch of sacks. I think he had a forced fumble. And yeah, so crazy game there. Browns with the upset there. What are your thoughts on how did the Browns beat the Steelers in this game?
I think they had a lot of good receivers. They had a decent defense, and then they had a lot of receivers that were able to just catch the balls that were thrown.
Yeah, I agree. Some NFL news. Brock Purdy has officially been ruled out against the Packers. I forget what the injury is. I think it's a shoulder injury. And Brandon Allen is going to start, which is very interesting. And the Giants, this is pretty big news. The Giants cut Daniel Jones. So, yeah, that's very interesting. After they benched him, they released Daniel Jones after 6 seasons, and they had just signed him to a bunch of money, millions of dollars there. So, what are your thoughts on cutting your starting quarterback after benching him? You had signed him to a big contract. They've had him since his rookie season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that seems that there's a lot of different moves that you're making there, so it's really interesting how that ended up playing out. He got benched and then cut and everything, so that's a risky move, but it might work out. We'll see in the future.
Yeah, I think a thing that I didn't like about it was you had just signed him to a contract, you're paying him so much money, and even though he's going to another team, you still have to pay him that money because you signed a contract to him. And I think the good thing about this is he was not a good quarterback. He was a high draft pick in 2019. He had never performed like they wanted him to, and I think that's a thing that I liked about them releasing him, because I just never thought that he was a good quarterback. I was like, why did you sign him to another contract? He's not even going to be good. So I think cutting him wasn't the best idea, but I think it's good that they finally moved on from him. And any more thoughts on like Brock Purdy's injury? They're playing the Packers, which is going to be a big game, and Brandon Allen starting.
Yeah, that's pretty rough having your starting quarterback get taken out, and then you're going up against a pretty good team.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Celtics beat the Cavaliers 120-117. Great game. The Cavaliers go to 15-1, and then I'm pretty sure they won on Wednesday. Yeah, they beat the Pelicans 128-100 to go 16-1. Games at the time we're recording this, the Warriors play the Pelicans but not a lot of crazy games coming up. Bucks play the Pacers, which I guess will be a good game. Mavericks play the Nuggets. Clippers play the Kings all on Friday. And then the Warriors play the Spurs, which will be fun to see. Wembanyama versus Curry. This is on Saturday. And then Saturday, the Bucks play the Hornets, which will be a decent game. And the Lakers play the Nuggets, so all good games there. Yeah, shorter episode. Just wanted to talk about some stuff. Any more last thoughts? Just wanted to give all you guys updates. If you're a regular listener, give you updates on Thursday Night Football and some news. Any more thoughts?
No, I think that's about it. We definitely covered it good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys in a future episode, probably next week after all the Sunday games. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked this or haven't liked and subscribed already, press that like button, subscribe to press the bell, get notifications on our next video. So thank you for watching.